I mean, I guess start with being back in the team and kind of the injury process and now being able to play again. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I picked up a little knock on my hip. I've been struggling with some issues in my hip last year and this year. I have a hip impingement, so it's something that is there, and it's just something that's in my bone. So like certain movements might cause a little bit of inflammation, but it's not anything too serious. But yeah, happy to be over that and back with the squad and healthy and giving my best for the team.
Was the process, for your return sped up a little bit after Gabby got hurt? Was it kind of like, hey, we need you back, we need you back?
No, I was almost back for that last game Gabby played, and I was going to be back. I mean, I could have been maybe on the roster, but we thought it's best to just rest a little bit longer to make sure that I'm good to go to finish out the season strong.
Obviously, we've seen you take on a new role with the team since Diego took charge. What's that process been like for you?
Yeah, honestly, the process has been pretty smooth. I think the role suits me well, and it's something that Diego, as soon as he took over, he was clear that he wanted me there in that role. So instantly, I just kind of switched my mentality to play to know that I was going to play that left back inverted 8 role, and Diego has given me all the confidence to step out on the field and know that I have the qualities to execute that role well, and I'm just happy to be playing on the field, getting consistent minutes. Got the first 90 against New Mexico and then 90 again against Oakland. So yeah, I'm happy to be playing an important role for the team, and just want to keep working hard and giving my best for the squad.
Was there any nervousness or maybe some butterflies coming back from such a long injury like that, or was it just business as usual for you?
It wasn't that bad because I only missed like 3 games. I was playing before then, so this year it wasn't something that took a very long time compared to last year. So yeah, it wasn't that bad.
When you look at kind of the role that you are playing in, have you ever played in a role that's kind of that multifaceted before? Obviously, you can play in different positions, but have you ever played in something that asks so many different, nuances of you?
This is actually the first time that I'm playing a role like this, but I do think that I'm a pretty dynamic player that can get forward in the attack and also defend. One thing that I needed to focus on a little bit more was the defensive side, because I hadn't necessarily played such a defensive role in the past. So I've always been more attacking minded. But I think it's all effort. So I think I've done quite well defensively, and just want to continue to work hard and improve and keep going.
Yeah, obviously you were out injured during that time, but that 3-game losing streak, how do you think the team kept it together mentally over that time to then come bounce back in the way they have?
Yeah, good question. I think they were pretty disappointing results, but I felt like I wasn't playing, but I felt like the group stayed strong mentally throughout those 3 games, and we knew that we didn't have all the pieces for all those games, and I think the coaching staff did a really good job to make sure that we stayed together and that we kept believing in ourselves, and they gave us the confidence to continue to push and come back like we did on the road last week.
You're someone who's benefited, I think, a lot more than maybe others in the team when Diego came in terms of just playing time and general performance. What have you made of the job that he's done since coming in mid-season?
Honestly, I think he's done a tremendous job since taking over from assistant to head coach. Once he took over, I felt like he implemented a couple of good changes. I feel like the intensity in the training improved. And I think it's a well-deserved Coach of the Week recognition that he got. It just reflects how hard Diego's been working and how hard the entire staff has been working, and getting us prepared for each game.
It was this stage of the season last year, the Orange County game, where you scored that great goal there, and then you kind of had all the form heading into the playoffs and that great postseason run. What do you remember about that specifically, the tail end of your 2023 season personally?
Yeah, I think all the pieces just kind of came together there at the end for me and the team. I honestly don't want to think too much about the past. I want to stay focused on the present, focused on the situation that we have now, focused on Saturday, and just prepare as best we can for Saturday and not even look beyond that. Just get the job done Saturday first, and then whatever comes after that, we'll take it day by day.
You kind of talked about needing to work on your defense. How's it been kind of working with those teammates who are such good defenders and also having Rocco behind you if there is a little bit of a mishap?
Yeah, honestly, they've made that transition to a more defensive role for me that much easier. We have a very solid back line. I really just gotta give them credit because they've made it a lot easier for me. You know, playing alongside Ale, he's made it easier with his communication, and even Mo can also fill that role as well. Who's ever in the back line can hold it down. So I'm thankful that I can go and join in the attack because I know that I have them behind me to cover me if the opposition goes in transition.
Obviously, that last game against Memphis, pretty heavy defeat in that one. What do you think needs to change in your team in terms of how you're going to approach this one versus what you did back then?
Yeah, we all remember kind of how the result went last game. To be honest, I think we just need to continue doing what we're doing, especially after last week. We just need to continue to work hard. Everybody needs to prepare as best they can for this weekend, and I'm excited to get out there and compete against a strong side like Memphis, and definitely looking forward to that rematch.
Have you guys at all looked at the standings or maybe kind of talked about what you need to do in order to get in the playoffs, or you just take it one game at a time?
I mean, you definitely look at the table and see, there is that possibility that we could find ourselves in fourth if we win these next two games and some other results go our way. So I'll just go ahead and speak that into existence right now. But like I said, I don't want to focus too much on that. I don't like to rely on other teams and other results. So we just want to stay focused on what we need to do and get our job done on Saturday.
Obviously, one of the headlines going into this one is going to be Panos coming back into the Valley, and he's been tweeting these last couple of days, of course. What are your thoughts on that and him coming back in now, and what you're going to see from him on the weekend?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen any tweets or heard about anything going on in social medias. I don't even like to focus on that. But I'm excited to see Panos. Honestly, we shared some good moments last year, and we won a championship together, so it'll be good to see him and to compete against him as well.
Saturday night, last home game, fan appreciation night. Can you kind of just speak on what the fans have meant to you this season throughout your career?
The fans mean everything to us, and I'm hoping that they fill out the stadium for this last home game. We're definitely stronger when we have them behind us and supporting us, and they've been great. They've been great from the start of the season, and yeah, all I ask is that they continue to stand with us and support us, and hopefully we can give them a good result and an entertaining match to watch on Saturday.